Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a long overdue pregnancy update. I am 37 weeks and 2 days now, and I don't think I've updated since 32 weeks. So it's been a good 5 weeks and I've missed 2 updates. That makes me so sad, but I've just been so busy trying to get everything ready for the baby and just be prepared and spend some good time with my family just before a lot changes. And it just seems like this time of year we're always so hectic and busy, which is fun, of course, but I just haven't found the time to really sit down and talk to you guys about what's been going on. I have been keeping notes about everything that's happened. I've had 3 doctor's appointments and lots of symptom changes, and life has gotten pretty exhausting lately, so I've been writing it all down so that I could just throw it all into this video. I am scheduled for a C-section November 12th, so at 39 weeks, and that is 18 days away now, so not very long. I might do an update before then after this one if there is anything that happens at 39 up to 39 weeks, but if not, this will be my last pregnancy update, so that is so exciting. I'm just I can't believe it has just crept up on me. I felt like this whole pregnancy took so long, but now that it's almost over, I just feel like it flew by and I'm unprepared. So I've been nesting like crazy. Like I said, just been trying to get everything ready for him to arrive home. So, because he could, of course, come earlier than this, but I'm banking on 18 more days to get my life together. So I'm just going to jump right into the symptoms and tell you guys what's been changing. So the main overall thing is ever since I hit about 35 weeks, I've just been super tired. My body feels different. It is pretty uncomfortable. I've been having constant Braxton Hicks contractions and actually even a few painful contractions that I think were real ones, which is strange to me because my first pregnancy, I never had one contraction, thankfully. So it was really shocking to feel like that kind of pain. It was very different from anything I felt. And at first I didn't even think it was contractions, and then I was like, yeah, definitely some contractions. Definitely very, very inconsistent, though nothing to worry about at all. But I am having almost constant Braxton Hicks contractions. Like right now, I'm just hard as a rock, and it's not fun. I'm definitely really crampy too, like period cramps a lot, and also I just feel like some more of the ligament stretching down low in my belly. It just feels like I pulled muscle almost, but then it goes away. So just lots of aches and pains, and it is making me super tired. It does keep me up a lot at night. The Braxton Hicks contractions and just being uncomfortable and so big and not being able to breathe well, you know. So it keeps me up a lot. I've been having some insomnia, and during the day I'm so tired that like I just kind of like don't do much. So at night around dinner time, right after then, I have this like huge burst of energy, and I'm getting like everything done from like 6 p.m. to like 10 p.m., which is super weird for me because usually I like go to sleep at like 8. So that's when I'm getting my burst of energy, which is fine by me as long as I'm getting some things done. But during the day I'm exhausted, like barely keep my eyes open, kind of tired. So that is pretty new. I haven't been this tired in a long time. Also at 34 weeks, going back a week, that really started at 35 weeks, but going back to 34 weeks, I had my baby shower, which was amazing, and I also had a doctor's appointment. That doctor's appointment was kind of just like nothing. I just went in, they measured the baby, weighed me, listened to the heartbeat, and I was on my way. And then I've had another doctor's appointment at 36 weeks. So that was the beginning of me visiting the doctor every week. And at that appointment, they did my strep B test and took some blood. If you guys haven't watched all my pregnancy updates, I talked about how I think around week 24, I was diagnosed with anemia during this pregnancy, and so they put me on a different prenatal that had more iron in it, and they just took my blood again at 36 weeks to make sure that I'm still doing good. And at that appointment, I also was weighed, and the baby was measured, and we heard the heartbeat, and that's pretty much all that happened then. A few days later, they called me back, and I am negative for strep B, which is all good. That I'm so thankful. I'm not even sure that sure what really would happen if I was positive. I need to probably look into that, but I'm negative, so that's great. And they also did talk to me about my blood work, and I am still very low on iron, so they actually called me in a prescription for an iron tablet of 200 milligrams. I'm not exactly sure which one or what it's called, but I just been taking it at night, and it hasn't physically affected me in any negative or positive way. I really can't feel a difference. So I think they're going to take my blood again at 38 weeks, just right before, to see if it's if I'm still low or what's going on. But they think that it should fix my problem. I wonder if it has anything to do with how tired I am, or if I'm feeling the normal amount of pregnancy exhaustion. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's definitely very bizarre. And also, I'm still having my ice cravings, so I wonder if that has anything to do with it, like a lot of people say. But now that I am on that tablet, I feel much better. It kind of freaked me out when they told me that I was still low, but they assured me that everything was going to be okay. I just had to take my tablet every night on top of my prenatal with iron in it. So I also had a doctor's appointment a few days ago for 37 weeks. And at that appointment, same old, same old. I was just measured. We heard the baby's heartbeat, and everything was great. And that's pretty much it. I really just go in and out really fast every week now. So I have another one next week at 38 weeks, and I should only have 2 more doctor's appointments, which is insane. This baby is coming like very fast now. At the end has flown by. So, yeah, that was another just quick doctor's appointment. Everything is great. I'm pre-registered at the hospital. My C-section is scheduled. And now I am just preparing to go the day of my C-section. That is another symptom I've been experiencing. I'm really, really anxious about my surgery. And the surgery itself doesn't really make me so nervous. I had a really great experience the first time. And although it is a big surgery and I have the normal amount of anxiety for it, I'm not too worried about the actual surgery as I am the spinal block I get before, because that just freaks me out really bad. It might be like irrational fear. I know that it's normal, everyone gets one, it's totally fine, but it just gives me a lot of anxiety to think about. So as soon as that will be over, I'll be so happy. I'm just dreading that literal moment. But I am just so excited, and that anxiety is just kind of coming up the past few weeks though. So I've been trying just to remind myself that there's nothing I can do about it. It has to happen so I can have the baby, and I have to have the baby. So that's the way I've been trying to think of it, but it definitely does stress me out when I get too much in my head about it. I just have a queasy feeling towards like epidural type stuff in your back. Ugh. Also, my feet and hands have been way more swollen the past week. They're just kind of puffy at all times. I can't wear my rings anymore, and my feet are just big. I mean, I don't know, like I can't fit into anything. We went to the pumpkin patch the other day, and it was pretty cold, so I didn't want to wear flip-flops. So I wore my tennis shoes, and I like loosened them all the way, and it was pretty painful, to be honest. I'm not going to do that again. But I was just like, I don't want to wear sandals. But I just should have, because it was painful. My feet are way too big. It's so weird. My feet physically like touch the end of it where I didn't used to. They're wide. It's not fun at this point. Like, I cannot wait to have my hands and feet back. Also, I have been so dry. My skin is so dry. I have dry rashes, like underneath my boobs and just like everywhere. My lips are so dry. I cannot keep enough chapstick on them. It just like absorbs right into my lips, honestly. I don't know why. I'm lotioning every single day, all day, moisturizing. But I think that it's also the time of year where it gets a little bit chilly. But also I think it has something to do with my pregnancy, because I'm not usually this dry. Also, I mean, pretty much just I've been having the hardest time getting around town lately. It is hard for me to get in and out of my car. It's hard for me definitely to get in and out of my husband's truck. Like, I almost can't. and it's like a normal size truck. Like, it's not even crazy. I can't. And it's hard for me to bend down. It's hard for me to lay down and then get up. It's just getting hard, and it's literally, my stomach is just so big. I mean, it is actually hard to get around. I don't know, like, I am just so sick of, like, it being a pain to just, like, sit down in a chair and then get up out of it is, like, a task. And I just, like, get, like, worried that I have to do it. I just don't even want to deal with it anymore. I'm just so excited to have my body back at this point, and it's definitely just catching up on me. Like, I am just, like, really physically tired. Also, the pee is getting ridiculous, the excessive amount of pee. I'm peeing like 5 times a night, and it's just getting worse and worse. And also, I am not having, like, much pee every time I go, and so it's so frustrating because I think, like, oh, I have to pee so bad, and I don't pee that much because I just peed, you know? So it's very frustrating, but it's waking me up a million times a night, which also probably has something to do with the insomnia and exhaustion during the day. But it's also really hard to, like, just go out in public and stuff because I just have to pee every 2 seconds. It's just, like, a very frustrating. So that's definitely getting worse. I also have felt him hiccup for the first time this week, which I know is crazy because women say they've been feeling hiccups for weeks and weeks and weeks at this point, and I never have, but I finally did this week, and it was so crazy. It made him just feel so much more real. Just that he's a real human doing, like, real stuff, which is obvious, but it just seems like it gets to be surreal sometimes. And mentioning that he's hiccuping, his movements are insane. They have not slowed down. He is just more, like, powerful, and I would not say the movements are painful, but they're uncomfortable. Almost like if you have a bruise and you keep, like, pushing on it, and that's kind of what it feels like. And I even asked my doctor about it just for fun, and she said that he actually can bruise you inside, and I think he has. So I think that's what I'm feeling, because it's not painful. It's just sometimes uncomfortable, especially if I'm sitting like I am now. It just, my stomach is tight, and I feel him so powerfully. He is so strong, which is a great thing. I'm very thankful for that. But it is getting crazy because I just remember his movements being like, I was like, oh, is that a movement or just a flutter? And now you can see my stomach, and it looks like an alien lives inside there. It's startling. I also didn't mention that at my 36 weeks appointment, which was not last week appointment, but the week before, so 2 weeks ago, when I got the strep B test done, my doctor went ahead and checked me because I was having some painful contractions and a ton of Braxton Hicks contractions. So she went ahead and just checked me and said that I was a fingertip dilated. So I didn't get checked this past time, but I am getting checked again at 38 weeks. So she's going to see if I've dilated any, or if my cervix is thinned, anything like that. So I probably will come up and do an update if anything like that is happening. But as of right now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hold off 18 more days until my scheduled C-section. And I have a feeling that I'm not just going to go into labor. It could happen though, but I just don't feel like that right now. But I could be wrong because I've never been in labor before. So my first one, I went to the day I was scheduled. So I kind of hope that's what's going to happen this time, just so that our plans with Grayson go as planned and that everything is just right. Also, I'm having him on Veterans Day. So most people are at school and work, so it just works out really great that all our family can come the day he's born and meet him, and I just would love for it to work out that way. But if not, we're ready for him, and I'm so excited any day he comes, of course. And I'm tired, so like I'll probably be just fine with it. So yeah, I was gonna jump into some cravings. I am still craving my ice. I don't think that's gonna go away anytime soon. It's a part of my routine every day now. I'm also craving like Rice Krispie treats, which is bad. but I can't get enough of them. I eat them 24/7, and I actually ran out last night, so I've got to go get more today, or I know I'll be like awake at 2 a.m. craving it. And I am also craving things that I can't have, and I haven't craved this stuff my whole pregnancy, but I just want sushi so bad. I'm a pretty big sushi fan, but we don't eat it that often just because my husband's not the biggest fan. So I never crave it because we never really eat it. But I'm going to tell you, as soon as this baby's out, I'm getting some sushi and some red wine. I am just feeling deprived, even though I don't really even drink wine that much or eat sushi. I just want it so bad, I think, because I can't have it. But that's pretty much it for my cravings, and that's pretty much it for all my symptoms. Like I said, I mean, not much has happened. I just definitely feel the weight of pregnancy at this point. So I am really tired, and that's pretty much it. Now I just have about 2.5 weeks left, and he'll be here, and I'll be tired for a better reason. So I hope you guys enjoyed this update, and I have tons of more videos coming out. I'm going to do both of our hospital bags. I'm going to show you guys the setup that we have in my room, because the baby will be with us for quite a bit. And I have a baby shower haul coming, and another haul. I filmed another haul, I'm pretty sure, of just the stuff I've bought. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, there's so many videos coming, so make sure you hit subscribe so you can be here to watch those when they pop up. And make sure you like this video if you like my updates. And don't forget to comment down below and tell me about your deliveries and just any tips, tricks, especially if you've had a C-section. I know I have, but it seems like a really long time ago, and I'm just very nervous at this point. So I would appreciate any tips, any tricks, and just for the last part of pregnancy, let me know what you guys did to make yourselves comfortable. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.